This is So Not Too Live. I'm
And
Gordon.
I'm Lauren, the Groovy Antagonist.
Yeah, and I'm here joined by Omar.
Omar just left. He's not going to be joining
Oh,
us.
Omar's not here anymore? Like, he left VC?
Yeah, Omar is not going to be joining us this stream.
Oh, damn. Omar was just here. Alright. Well, whatever. We're also supposed to be joined by Ushear, but he didn't. You know, one second. I'll ping
We're
him
not
again.
going to be joined by Ushear ever. Don't even ping him. Don't even ping him. Just.
Alright. We're ready to start now. So, if the title wasn't obvious, this is probably gonna be part one, but nobody asked. This is just gonna be me beating Getting Over It 50 times. That's how you get the gold pot.
We're gonna be here for a little while.
Yeah, a little bit.
Maybe grab a snack. Get a little juice box.
There's no feeling more intense than starting over. If you deleted your homework the day before it was due, as I have, or if you left your wallet at home and you have to go back after spending an hour in the commute.
Would I get a strike for saying to kill all 10-year-olds? Like, hypothetically?
Probably.
Damn. It's hypothetical though. I didn't I was just asking.
Yeah,
if you had an argument with a friend and then later discovered that they just returned to their original view, starting over is harder than starting
1 minute.
up. If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much.
Alright. We're good now. It's getting over it time. Now, the fastest I've ever beaten this game is 6 minutes, 12 seconds, and some amount of milliseconds.
Just find a safe place to stop.
And I was doing the math and realized that if I were to do all that in one stream, it'd take 5 hours. So this is probably going to be part 1 of 2.
This game is
or 3. I don't know.
Game that came out in 2002, titled Sexy Hiking. The author of that game was Jazuo, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are rough assemblages of found objects.
My fault.
Slap them together very quickly and freely, and they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building.
For those who don't know, Getting Over It is one of my favorite games of all time.
In a certain way,
like, it is top 5.
Embodiment of a B game. It's built almost
like,
entirely from recycled parts.
I love rage games, I'm being so honest.
Unfriendly games of its time. In
Gordon
it, your
is
task
a big
is simply
fan.
to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer.
I fucking love rage games, they're so good.
In the digital world or in real
like, I don't know, there's just something so, like, appealing about a game that's deliberately designed to be stupid.
Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery, and the player is constantly, unremittingly,
and especially because, like, rage games are, like, they're less infuriating than just hard games. Because with rage games, you're able to go under the, like, the thought process of, like, oh, the entire point is that it's trying to make you mad.
A lot of people never got past it.
Fuck.
Exploring the limits of your reach and your strength.
That didn't happen, by the way. Nobody saw that.
And there's a sense of truth in that lack of compromise. Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely confident in your ability to get through them once you have the correct method.
My fault. Or
just by spending
I gotta get better. I haven't played Getting Over It in a while.
Every pixelated obstacle in Sexy Hiking is real. The obstacles in Sexy Hiking are unyielding.
Now for by far the hardest part of the game.
But I'm not sure.
Not this pit. I mean, like, what's immediately. You know what I'm talking about.
The frustration is just essential to the act of.
Well, I'm not really well versed in this game, so I wouldn't really be able to tell you much.
Hold on, guys. 1 second. I gotta move my dresser in front of my door.
It's dresser moving time. This is the part of the show where we start moving our dressers. It gets crazy.
I just moved my dresser in front of my door, so now nobody can open it.
A funny thing happened to me as I was building this mountain.
Yeah, this part of the game is the absolute hardest.
Build it, test it, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard.
You gotta be really,
but I couldn't bring myself to
like,
make it
slow and
it already felt like an inability to get past a new obstacle.
I'm gonna have to do that 50 times? Oh my god.
As a builder. Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to climb them.
And that's gonna happen 50 times too. That exact thing, it's gonna happen 50 times.
When you're building a video game world,
It's the only part of the game I genuinely dislike.
It can be like working with quickset cement. You mold your ideas into a certain shape that can be played with, and in the process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set until they're immutable, like rock. And at that point, you can't change the world.
If I just do a stream of, like, doing Orange Hell 50 times, not even, like, beating the game. This should have been the prequel.
Now, people have been predicting that games would soon be made out of prefabricated objects, bought in a store and assembled into a world.
I actually need to pull
For the
up
most
the
part, that hasn't
stream,
happened.
link.
Because the objects in the stores
That way
are
I
trash.
can follow along with chat.
I don't mean they
and
look
be a
bad
good
or that they're
co-host
badly
instead
made,
of making this
although a
Adventure
lot of
Camp
them
tier
are.
list.
I mean, they're trash in the way.
Honestly, both are good. I'd like to see that Adventure Camp tier list.
Things are made to be consumed.
Yeah, I'll
and
send it
used
when
in a
I'm
certain
done.
context.
I'm combining my two
garbage.
season 1 and season 2.
In the context of technology, those moments pass by in seconds.
One watching, and it's not me. So that means somebody is watching.
Over time, we've poured more and more refuse into this vast digital landfill.
That's Herobrine, don't worry about him.
It now vastly outnumbers and outweighs the things that are fresh and untainted
Fuck.
and used. When everything around us is cultural,
This isn't even funny anymore.
trash becomes the new medium, the lingua franca of the digital age. And you can build culture out of trash.
Dude, half of the stream is gonna be Orange Hell.
B games, B movies, B music, B philosophy.
Groovy Antagonist Archive says in chat, Bennett Foddy.
Maybe this is what digital
Okay.
culture is. A monstrous mountain of trash, the ash heap of creativity's fountain. A landfill with everything we ever thought of in it. Grand, infinite, and unsorted.
I might, like, mute Bennett Foddy's narration if he starts getting on my nerves enough.
Fanfic novels, scan magazines, green screen
Wait, I
Shia
just realized
LaBeouf,
Bennett
and stuff
Foddy
scenes
is in
on
the
Live
description.
League. Facebook
Yeah, I
style
know.
lifelike bots with unbranded adverts and candid shots of Kanye and.
Oh, wait, no, that means I can't mute him.
Epic failed gifs, Russian dashcam vids,
Yeah, he's a
discussions of
co-host.
McRibs.
Ah, no.
Forgotten,
Lauren, can I mute you so that it's like, it's fair game?
untitled.
Oh.
Everything's fresh for about 6 seconds until some newer thing.
We're joined here by Ellie
becomes
Adventure Camp. Wait a
fresh.
minute.
And there's years of persevering, disappearing into the pile.
Hey guys, it's
out
me,
of
Ellie from
style,
Adventure Camp.
out of sight.
I have.
And then I start streaming my tier list, and it's like, wait a minute.
In this context, it's tempting to make friendly content that's gentle, that lets you churn through it but not earn it. Why make something demanding if it just gets piled up in the landfill, filed in with the bland things? When games were new, they wanted a lot from you. Daunting you, taunting you, resetting and delaying you. Players played stoically. Now everyone's turned off by that. They want to burn through it quickly. A quick fix.
Alright, there we go.
Some tricks for the clicks.
We're almost out of the high danger zone.
You're an acrobat. You could swallow.
Once I get up this roof, everything's gonna be good.
Now I know, most likely you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch, while some dude with 10 million views does it for you. Like a baby bird being fed chewed up food. That's culture too.
Okay. Minor setback, major
On the off
comeback.
chance that you're playing this, what I'm saying is, trash is disposable.
That's what we call it
But
in the
maybe it
biz.
doesn't have to be approachable. What's the feeling like? Are you stressed? I guess you don't hate it if you got this far, feeling frustrated. It's
Biz is
underrated.
short for business. I call things the short way because I
An
am cool.
orange is sweet, juicy fruit.
92 Live speaks street.
That's not how I feel about
92
a challenge.
live speak straight.
I only want the bitterness. It's coffee.
You
It's
tuned into
grapefruit.
Groovy
It's
Antagonist
licorice.
Live, and we're all like speaking in like old English long words.
No, we're speaking like caveman language, like, oh!
Climber, designer, and user. You could have refused.
No, that would
but
mean
you
we're
didn't.
like cooler there.
There was something in you that was hidden, that chose to continue.
Oh man.
Fucking 92 Live, we're like, yo, what's up? And then like, Groovy Antagonist Live, we're like, good evening. What an exquisite evening. How
Greetings
do you
and
call it?
salutations, fine gentlemen.
Greetings and salutations.
I'm your host, Groovy Antagonist Live.
It means
And
a lot
my
to me
voice
that you've
actor
come this
is a
far,
good person.
endured this much. Every wisecrack, every insensitivity.
I'm
every
referencing
setback
Inanimate
you've
Insanity
given me is a
episode 1.
kingly gift that you've given me.
Because, you know, he's voiced by a certain someone.
Yeah. I know.
We gotta
him.
make,
That's
we gotta get Christian Potenza to be a co-host on 92 Live if he won't do it for Groovy Antagonist.
Dude, genuinely, We needed Christian Potenza to be on something.
Yeah, we got to get Christian Potenza up.
We have the same taste.
Well, maybe we shouldn't get Christian Potenza up. Now
Like, yeah, but I know there's some allegations that haven't quite been confirmed or denied yet. But, you know, 9-2 Live.
Snake in for you.
The 9-2 Live's still small. We could get away with it.
Yeah, do it for the Vine.
It's called the one time for a reason.
Why is the music gone? What did I do?
The music hates you. Like,
Yeah, dude, the music is
like,
a...
get Christian Potenza on your stream? What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm sorry. The guy playing the piano is all like, nope! None of that! I fucked up. I had it and then I fucked up. Alright, there we go.
Anyway,
now we're at my favorite part of the game that everyone hates for some reason.
Have you thought about who you are in this? Are you the man in the pot, Diogenes? Are you his hand? Are you the top of his hammer? I think not. Where your hand moves, the hammer may not follow. Nor the man.
Alright. We're almost at the end.
In this, you're his will.
Bennett Foddy says in chat,
the embodied resolve.
This is my
in
game.
his uphill ascent.
No, he doesn't. He didn't say that.
He said that in chat. You gotta check.
No, he
you
didn't.
gotta put it on live chat.
Oh, sorry. 1 second.
The church and the rectory.
He deleted the message. You can't.
No,
say
he didn't, because I was looking at chat.
He deleted the message. You can't say anymore.
In the lakeside.
He got shy.
You've learned to hike.
Alright.
To go but up. And in a moment, I'll shut up.
1 down, 49 to go.
Glad you came.
Well, I'm not quite done yet. I gotta get up.
Do you want to know why his name is Bennett Foddy?
I give it to you with all my love.
Yeah, I'm gonna land on the top of that, and I'm gonna go crazy. Yeah, we're only gonna watch the credits on the 50th win.
His name is Bennett Foddy, because, you know.
It says 66 wins. That's because I've already beaten the game 65 times, like, before this, and that just kind of carries over.
And he lost his golden pot privileges because they didn't like it when he was, like, on pot.
Alright, so that's 1 down, 49 to go. I don't know how long 500 minutes is, because if I keep that pace and it's 10 minutes per win,
there's no feeling more intense
than
starting over.
It'll probably be slower. Not slower. It'll be faster than 10 minutes now, because I'm, like, used to it. But
go back after spending an hour in the commute. If you won some money at the casino, and then put all your winnings on red, but it came up black.
okay, my fault.
If you got your best shirt dry cleaned before a wedding, and then immediately dropped food on it. If you won an argument with a friend, and then later discovered that they just returned to their original view. Starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day...
Maybe it's just because my laptop is better than yours, but, like, I don't see what you're... Oh, wait, no, I forgot. You were also, like, Discord screen sharing during your streams. My fault.
Yeah.
Alright. Thanks for coming with me on this trip. I'll understand...
They say, like, I don't really see what your issue was.
Just find a safe place to stop and quit the game. And don't worry. I'll save your progress.
Because, like, it's running completely fine.
This game is a homage to a free game that came out in 2002, titled Sexy Hiking.
I don't know why this fucking wall is, like, the hardest part of the game for me. Well, second hardest, but shut up. You know what I'm talking about.
And B games are rough assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together very quickly.
Like, I gotta, like, take my time.
They're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following.
They're trying to open my door, but they don't realize that, like, my dresser's in the way. Because they're stupid and they're an idiot. They being my sister and her friend.
It's built almost entirely out of...
Swear to God, she watches the stream. I'm not an idiot! Like,
unusual and unfriendly games of its time. In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. And that act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed.
I'm gonna do a sexy hiking stream next.
Too sheer or too slippery. and the player is constantly.
I don't think I've ever beaten Sexy Hiking, actually, matter of fact.
YouTube's is good.
Anyway, when
Okay,
you
well,
start sexy
I'm not
hiking,
gonna
you're standing
finish
next to
that
this
sentence
dead
if I'm gonna
tree that blocks
pluralize
the way to the
YouTube.
entire rest of the game. It might take you an hour to get over that.
Well, if Jacksepticeye was able to play it, so can I.
Prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of
That
your
is
reach
fair.
and
You
your
and
strength,
Jacksepticeye are
trying
the
to
same
find a way
person,
up and
except you
over.
are normal.
And there's a sense of
Yeah.
truth in that lack of compromise.
I mean, normal maybe
Most
isn't
obstacles
like
in
the
video
best
game
word, but
worlds are
yeah,
fake,
I'm more normal than
but you're completely
Jacksepticeye.
confident in your ability to get
Yeah.
through them once you have the correct method or the correct equipment or just by spending enough time.
I seem to
In
be
that sense,
slightly more
every
sane.
pixelated obstacle in sexy hiking is real.
On paper.
Yeah. On paper. Then when she know me for a few weeks, it all comes crashing down.
The
But
game
like,
uniquely frustrating. But I'm not sure Jazzuo intended to make a frustrating game. The
alright,
frustration is
place your bets.
essential
Am
to
I
the
beating
action,
Orange Hell
and it's
this
authentic
run?
to the process of building a game
I think
about
you can do it.
A funny thing happened to me as I was building.
You are correct, unless I
I'd have
fall
an
at the
idea for a
church.
new obstacle, and I'd build it, test it, and it would usually turn out to be
Okay.
unreasonably hard.
Calm down.
But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already
Panic,
felt
panic,
like my
panic.
inability to get past the new obstacle was my fault as a
See if that
player
works for you.
rather than as a builder. Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to climb them, and it's our repeated attempts
Oh, fuck,
to reach
fuck, fuck,
the summit
fuck,
that
panic,
turns
panic,
those
panic.
mountains
Okay.
into something real. When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas.
By the way, I set
that can
my
be like
new
working with
Adventure
quick set
tier
cement.
list, and I'm like,
You mold your
I'll
ideas
check it
into
and
such
I'll check it
shape
after
that they're
this
played with.
clear.
And in the process of playing with
Because
them,
there won't be
they
more
get
than like
harder
3 or 4
and
minutes
set
left of this run.
until they're immutable,
I think I
drop.
said that earlier,
And at that
but like
point,
I had to
you
delete
can't
that
change
tier
the
list because I
world.
realized I made a
Not without
grave
breaking it
mistake.
into pieces.
Oh, God.
And starting fresh with new ideas.
Swear to God, I check
Grave
it and
mistake,
like,
no.
I check it and like Nick is at the very bottom.
For years now, people have been predicting that games would soon be made out of prefabricated objects, bought in a store and assembled into a world. And for the most part, that hasn't happened, because the objects in the stores are trash. I don't mean
Okay.
they look
Bad move. Bad move on my part.
although a lot of them are. I mean they're
Dude,
trash
this
in the way
venture
that
camp
food
is
becomes
killing me.
trash as soon as you put it in the sink. Things are made to be
You're in a
consumed
bit of a
and used
disventure
in a
camp
certain
right now.
context.
Oh, okay, hold on. Chat doesn't know what that means. Can I explain it?
In the context of technology, those
If you
moments
want
pass
to.
by in seconds.
Okay, so, like, a few weeks ago, I want to say,
Over time,
Lauren had this dream that
more and
Donald
more
Trump
refuge
was, like,
is a
giving a
vast
speech or
civil
something.
landfill that we call the
And he
Ushear.
said, I'm kind of in a bit of a disventure camp right now. And everyone, like, brushed it off as, like, a completely normal thing to say.
Yeah, as it was sort of like a replacement for saying I'm in a bit of a pickle, or like, you know, I'm in a bit of a sticky situation.
movies,
But it's I'm in a bit of a disventure camp right now.
Maybe this is what
Dude, what if
digital
this
culture
stream
is.
gets, like, no
A
concurrent
monstrous
viewers?
mountain of trash, the ash heap of creativity's
Yeah, it
fountain.
just sticks at
A
2.
landfill.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Everything we
a
ever
1
thought
now,
of in
but
it.
like, you know,
Grand.
it just sticks at 2.
Infinite.
You're live
Yeah.
streaming for 2 hours.
Nobody watches it. Not one
There's
person.
3D models of breakfast.
Honestly, this might...
Texas
If I lock in, this could be a new best.
magazines, green screen Shia LaBeouf, banned snuff scenes on Live Leak. Facebook's got lifelike bots with unbranded adverts.
My best
and
is
candid shots of
612
Kanye and
something.
Taylor Swift mashups, car crash epic failed.
So if I just
Russian
lock in with
dash
Ice
cam
Mountain.
vids, discussions of McRibs, discarded, forgotten, unrecycled, muddled, rotten, untitled.
Stop. I need to lock in.
Everything's fresh for
You can
about
do
6
it, I believe
seconds,
you.
until some newer thing beckons, and we hit refresh. And there's years of persevering, disappearing into the pile, out of style, out of sight.
Okay, I'm up.
In this context, it's tempting
We're at
to
the
make
last,
friendly content.
even somewhat difficult part of the
That
game.
lets you churn through it, but not earn it. Why make something demanding if it just gets piled up in the landfill, filed in with the bland things? When games were new, they wanted a lot
No!
from you. Daunting you, taunting you, resetting and delaying you. Players played stoically.
Lauren,
Now
you will
everyone's
not
turned off.
believe what just
They want
happened.
to burn.
Well, I'm gonna watch stream. Swear to God, you're like at the. No! No! I thought you were genuinely gonna
Through
go
it
to the
quickly,
beginning.
A quick fix
Oh
for
my
the
God, you
fickle,
keep
some
falling.
tricks for the clicks of the feckless.
Dude.
That's not you. You're an acrobat. You could swallow a
This-
Oh my
baseball
God.
bat.
Oh my God, that is rough.
Now I know.
I'm sorry.
Most likely you're watching this on
Dude,
YouTube or
that
Twitch,
was
while some
dead
bird
ass
with
about to
10
be a
million
new
views does
best.
it for you. Like a
And
baby
then
bird being fed chewed up food. That's culture too.
Dude,
I
But on the off chance
apologize.
that you're playing this, what I'm saying is, trash is disposable, but maybe it doesn't have to be approachable.
I'm
It's the
so
feeling,
in a
right?
Disventure
You're
camp right now.
stressed. I guess you don't hate it if you got this far, feeling frustrated. It's underrated.
Dude,
What was that?
Orange is sweet, juicy fruit locked inside a bitter peel.
He's
That's
still
not how I
saying the
feel about
orange hell
junk.
dialogue.
I only want the bitterness. It's
I could have
coffee.
beaten the game while he was
Grapefruit.
talking about, like,
It's licorice.
fucking Furniture Land, dude.
It feels
Donald
like we're
John
closer
Trump
now.
says in chat,
Composer and
hey, I'm
primer,
in a Disventure
designer
camp
and
too.
user. You could have
That's
refused,
great,
but you
Donald J.
didn't.
Trump.
There was something in you that was hidden. That
What's
chose
the
to
J
come
stand
out.
for, anyway?
Stands for John.
Oh, damn. Ew.
It means a lot to
Fucking
me.
weird-ass middle name, dude.
Endured
It sounds
this
like it'd
much.
be like either
Every wisecrack,
like J
every
as in
insensitivity,
J-A-Y, or
every
it's like
setback
James or
you've
something.
forgiven me is a kingly gift that
But
you've
no, it's
given
Donald
me.
John Trump.
Yeah.
We have the same taste, you and I.
I could see,
No
like,
ambition.
Donald, like, Jeffrey Trump or
Ambition's
something.
opposite.
Donald
An obdurate
Jeffrey
mission
Trump.
to taste
Yeah.
defeat.
And, like, he starts wearing a
It felt
cowboy
bad
hat
for
everywhere.
you, so I put this snake in for you.
Nah, he would actually have like
Have you thought about who you are in
if I
this?
a
Are
number
you the
middle
man in
name
the pot,
like
Diogenes?
Jeffrey, but spelt like
Are you his hand?
but like
Are you the
TDI
top of his
Jeff
hammer?
would actually fit
I
him
think
so
not.
much.
Where your
Or just make
hand
it like
moves,
Donald
the
Jeff
hammer
Trump.
may not follow,
I could
nor
see
the
it.
man, nor the man's hand. In this you're his will, his intent, the embodied
Who do you think
resolve
Donald Trump's
in his
favorite total drama
competitive
character would be?
Well, I know
Yeah.
he would like Yule
You've conquered
because
the
of a
high
certain
school.
scene that we.
That's
were on.
not a
I know
total
that's-
drama character.
and the
I know
rectory,
that's Disventure camp,
the
but
living
like,
room and
you
the
know,
factory,
I think you might like
the
Yule.
playground, the construction site, the granite rocks.
A
and the
Latina
woodshed.
stealing? Why am
We're
I...
going to hike.
Okay.
Dude,
There's no way left
you
to go
would
but
say
up.
that
In
and
a
it'd be like,
moment, I'll
my
shut
man.
up.
Like,
But let me
that's what
say,
you would do.
I'm glad you came.
That's you off of Disventure Camp. That's Mr. Burns, not Trump.
Gotta say, he's my favorite character.
Yeah, gotta
best,
Gotta say.
believe me.
those
Everybody
Nations
said-
cartoons. I'm not too fond of their work, but that Yule.
Everybody says Donald Trump, you're homophobic, you're racist, but that's actually not true. That's actually not true.
Dedicate
Because
this
you-
That's
game
disgraceful that people even think
Best
that.
character
This far.
in this Venture Camp, I love you.
All right.
To you.
Minor setback, but that's the second victory. Let's see what that time is. I'm worried. 9. That was faster. Dude, that would have been a new best.
That was so close to being a new best.
That would have been a new best, but I fucked up at the very end. Oh my god. 2 down. 48 to go.
Okay. So, trying to think of Trump's favorite total drama character.
Is it weird though? I think Trump would like Kai.
If you deleted your
Kai?
homework the
Yeah.
day before it was due,
I gotta remember which one's Kai.
That's the stoner guy. That necklace is looking awfully like a hamster.
I don't think
If
he would
you
like
want some
Kai.
money at the casino, then you
think-
put all your
I
winnings on
think
red,
he would
but it came
find
black.
his like green hair to
If
be
you got your
woke.
best shirt dry
Yeah.
before a wedding, and then immediately dropped
You know what? I'm thinking like
If you want an argument
maybe
with a
Chris
friend,
McLean.
and then later discovered
Honestly, yeah, I could see that. Maybe
Starting
Duncan,
over
honestly.
is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what
Maybe
you're about to
Duncan.
go through might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back.
You know what? He would like Justin.
Oh yeah, he would. He would be the biggest Justin fan ever. You have no idea.
Thanks for coming with
Yeah,
me on
he
this
would.
trip.
He would stand
I'll
Justin.
understand if you have to take a
Yeah.
break at any point. Just find a safe
Like,
place to stop.
I'd be the second biggest
Don't
Justin
worry.
fan of all
I'll
time
stay
once
in
Trump
progress
watches Total
always,
Drama.
Even your mistakes.
Do you think he has?
I wonder, honestly. That dude, crazy ass season 9 cameo.
Sexy hiking.
He has children. He has
The author of that gem was
grandchildren.
Jazzuo,
It is
a
not
mysterious
impossible
check
that one of them
designer
tuned
who was
in the
known at the
Cartoon
time as the
Network
father
one
of
early
B
2000s morning.
And B
and, like,
games are rough
some
assemblages
shit,
of found
dude.
objects.
Dude, they saw the fucking scene with Heather on the fucking quad.
And they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following.
You see that one scene
They're
with
built
Heather,
more for the joy
and all
of
of a
building
sudden
them
that's his
than
favorite.
as polished products.
Honestly, wait, Heather. Heather
In a
would
certain
be
way,
like S
sexy
tier on
hiking is
Donald
the
Trump's
perfect
like total
embodiment
drama
of a
tier
good
list.
game.
Yeah, I still think he'd like Justin more, but Heather would be up there.
And it's
Sorry,
one of the most
I'm
unusual
realizing
and
the
unfriendly games
implications
of its time.
of him not only liking
In
total
it, your
drama,
task is
but
simply
liking
to drag
total
yourself
drama
up a
enough to
mountain with a
make a
hammer.
tier list.
That act of climbing.
Heather, she's S tier on my total drama tier list.
Not as high as Justin.
No
but
amount of forward
it's
progress.
I still
very
do think
high.
Justin's a better character, but Heather is very much up there. I do like Heather.
is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling and losing everything.
don't
I
think
hate
he would
that
end up
lightning
like-
fellow, though.
You start sexy
Really
hiking,
do not like lightning.
standing next to this dead tree
you know
that
what? He'd
blocks
also
the way
be a
to the
big fan of
entire rest
Topher.
of the game.
Oh yeah, he would like
It might take you
Topher.
an hour to get over
That
it.
Topher, he really saved Pakatu Island for me.
Poke at it, exploring the limits of your
It's a shame he was the last pre-merge dude.
Pakatu Island is disgraceful, really, but Topher really saved it.
Most obstacles in video
You know, I
game
actually
worlds are
heard that
fake.
Pakatu
You can
Island
be
was written by
completely confident in your ability to
China,
get through them.
and that's
Once
why
you
it
have
got
the correct
ruined.
method or the correct
But the
equipment or
great
just by
American
spending
create
enough
known as
time.
Topher,
In that
he brought it
sense,
back.
every
What is up
pixelated
with getting
obstacle
over
is
streams and
somehow
always leading into politics?
The obstacles in sexy
It's
hiking
usually
are
always
unyielding,
revolving like a
and that makes
bit
the game uniquely
regarding the
frustrating.
current U.S.
But I'm
president.
not sure Jazz
Yeah.
intended to make a frustrating game. The frustration is just essential to
Dude,
the
we're
act
gonna
of
make
climbing,
we're
and
gonna
it's
do
authentic
another
to the process
Bennett
of
Foddy
building a
stream
game about
in
climbing.
4 years from now, and we're gonna be
A funny
talking
thing happened
about
to me as I was building this mountain.
what's that guy?
I'd have an idea for a new obstacle,
Justin Trudeau, dude, don't worry.
and it would usually turn
Not
out to be
Justin
unreasonably
Trudeau.
hard.
Really?
But I couldn't bring
Oh,
myself to make it easy.
Justin Trudeau would
But I already
fucking
felt
love
like my
Owen.
inability to get past the new obstacle was my fault as a player rather than as a builder. Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to climb them.
I swear to
Our
God,
repeated
it's
attempts to
always
reach the
fucking
summit
whatever the
that
current
turns those
president
mountains
is.
into something real.
Did we do a time travel stream? We started talking about Abraham
Building
Lincoln.
a video game world, you're building
Stephen
with
A.
ideas.
Smith. That's what I was
And that can be
thinking
like
of.
working with quicksets
Start
cement.
making Stephen A. Smith.
You mold your
jokes.
ideas into a certain shape that can be
I have no
and in the
idea who
process of
that
playing
is.
with them, they begin
Stephen
to
A.
harden
Smith is
and
like
set
a
until they're
like a
immutable,
sports
rock.
television
And at
personality
that point, you
like
can't
star
change the world.
who recently
Not without
expressed
breaking it into
interest in like
pieces and starting fresh
running
with
for
new
president.
ideas.
He might become like the left-wing Trump. I
For
think he has
years
the
now,
potential.
people have been predicting that games
He has
would
the
soon
exact
be made
same
out of
origin story as
prefabricated
Trump,
objects,
except he's like
bought
progressive.
in a store
as
and
progressive.
assembled
He's not
into a
super.
world.
He's not super progressive.
And for the
he's
most
still,
part, that hasn't happened.
anti-weed, but other
Because the
than that,
objects
he's
in
like
the stores are trash.
comparatively more progressive.
I don't mean
than
they
Trump.
look bad or that they're
Mm.
badly made, although a lot of them are. I mean they're trash in the way that food becomes
Okay,
trash as soon as
okay,
you put it in
okay,
the cellar.
no.
Things are made to be consumed and used in a certain context. And once the moment is gone, they
Fucking
transfer
orange
to
hell, dude.
garbage.
I'm actually so done.
In the context of technology, those moments pass by in seconds. Over time, we've poured more and more refuse into this vast digital landfill.
Nah, the more I'm thinking about it, Trump would like
It
Dawn.
vastly outnumbers and outweighs the things that are fresh
Yeah, I
and
was
untainted
thinking
and
Dawn.
unused.
I think
When
I
everything
might have said
around
Dawn
us is
earlier.
cultural trash, trash becomes the new media.
To be fair,
God.
were you
The
referring to
lingua franca of
Redonkulous
digital.
Race Dawn?
And you can build culture out of trash.
Yeah,
But
Yeah,
only
because
trash
Gen 2
culture.
Dawn you would
B
hate.
games,
yeah, he would hate Gen 2 Dawn.
B music,
Fuck.
B philosophy.
Okay, we're alive somehow. Fuck.
Maybe this is what digital culture is. A monstrous mountain of trash, the ash heap of creativity's
You think
fountain.
Joe Biden would have Jerry on his kin list?
Everything we ever thought of in it. Grand, infinite,
Yeah.
and unsorted.
He probably remembers that tennis tournament of 1977, dude.
Gen X's
Yeah, he was probably
fanfic
there.
novels,
Yeah, he was
Scenes,
there.
Green screen Shia LaBeouf, banned snuff scenes on Live League.
I'm
Facebook's got
thinking,
lifelike
I don't
bots
know if
with
I can
unbranded
like explain
adverts
it
and
to you,
candid shots of
because
Kanye and
like you're
Taylor Swift
Canadian
mashups.
and kind
Car
of you
crash
don't really
epic
know
failed GIFs, Russian
much
dashcam
about
vids,
like American
discussions
politics.
of McRibs.
But knowing what I
discarded,
know, I
forgotten,
think he would be like.
unrecycled,
I don't think he would
muddled,
consider Tyler
rotten,
S tier, but he would be like pretty high up.
Didn't Trump and Biden
Everything's
have like
fresh
a
for about 6
massive
seconds,
argument
until
over
some
who was
new
better
effect
at golf?
banned, and we hit refresh.
Yeah.
And there's years
Oh my
of
God, they're
persevering
literally them.
disappearing into the pile.
Dude.
Out of style, out
No,
of
because they
sight.
even kind of like look similar to them.
Yeah. Oh my God.
In this
Dude,
context,
Donald
it's
Trump and
tempting
Joe
to make
Biden would be the
friendly
best in
content that's
Redonkulous Race.
gentle, that
Dude.
lets you churn through it but not earn it. Why make
Alternate
something
universe need to
demanding
make.
if it just gets piled up in the landfill? filed
After
in with the
after
bland
Total Drama
things?
One More Chance, we gotta make Redonkulous Race politics a.
When games were new,
How many
they
presidents
wanted
have
a
there
lot
been?
from you.
Like 48?
Daunting you, taunting you, besetting,
he's the-
delaying you, Players
Donald
played
Trump is
stoically.
currently 47th
Now
president
everyone's
of the United
turned off
States, so
by
yeah,
that.
47.
They want to burn through it quickly.
Okay, but that's
A
his
fix
second
for the
run.
fickle.
Well,
A
no,
fix for the
like
clicks
that's
and
his
the
second
clickers.
time running between someone.
That's not you. You're an
Yeah.
acrobat.
If we're
And then
not
there was
gonna go
another
by the
guy who
president-
did that. I forget who he was, but there was another guy that happened to.
I think it was James A.
Now I know.
Garfield, I think.
Most likely you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch, while some dude with 10 million
So,
views
like-
does it for you.
In case you don't understand by that thing, I mean like getting president, then not being president, and then being president again.
Yeah, I know.
But on the
So,
off
like,
chance that you're playing
been
this,
about
what I'm
45
saying is,
different
trash is disposable,
presidents?
but maybe it doesn't have to be
think.
approachable. What's the feeling like?
I think
Are
there's
you
been
stressed?
45 unique
I guess you don't
presidents.
hate it if you got this
Hmm.
far, feeling frustrated.
Okay, we're gonna have to get rid of one.
An orange is sweet, juicy fruit locked
Hold
inside a
on.
bitter
Let's see which
peel.
president we can remove.
That's
And
not
then we
how I
could
feel about
do
challenge.
23
I
teams
only
of
want the
2.
bitterness.
Dude,
It's
James
coffee.
Buchanan would
It's
be like a
grapefruit.
great like antagonist in Total Drama.
What if we make like
It feels
George
like a
Washington the
close
host,
composer,
and then we can use all of them.
designer and user.
George Washington was the first
You
one,
could have
right?
refused, but you didn't.
George
There
Washington
was
was
something
number
in you
one.
that was hidden,
All right.
that chose to continue.
But we need to remove a guy. I'm thinking.
It means a lot to me that you've come this far,
What did
endured
Franklin
this
Pierce
much.
ever do?
Every wisecrack,
Franklin
every
Pierce?
insensitivity,
Franklin
every
Pierce.
setback you've forgiven me is a kingly gift that
Nobody
you've
gives
given
a
me.
shit about Benjamin Harrison, dude.
We have the same.
Is
Grover
Benjamin here?
Cleveland.
You and I.
Is Benjamin Harris in any way
It's not
related to Kamala?
ambition. It's ambition's
No.
opposite.
Ah.
An obdurate mission.
Grover
to taste
Cleveland
defeat.
was the guy who
You'll
Oh, that's the guy in
feel
Mario
defeated,
Tennis.
So I put this snake in for you.
2 non-consecutive turns. What do you mean Mario Tennis?
Okay, there's a Scott the Woz gag about Grover Cleveland being in Mario Tennis.
Oh.
In one of his Dark Age Nintendo video, the one where he's covering the Mario Tennis for Wii U, he's like, "Oh, I know that silhouette anywhere," and it's like clearly Toadette, but he says Grover Cleveland, like slaps a picture of him over it,
Damn.
and then he calls Toadette Grover Cleveland for the entire rest of the video.
Dude, this poster I'm looking at that has all the presidents of the United States, including the ones that ran 2 non-consecutive terms, like, it makes Barack Obama more black than he actually is.
Damn, I need to lock in at the bucket, dude. I've been here for hours.
I'm gonna send a picture of
Oh, you just
like
lost a
his
lot of progress.
photograph in
That's
this
a deep
poster.
frustration, a real punch in
I'm
the
sending
gut.
it in no mic chat. Like, it makes him more black. Okay, we need to have William Howard Taft. That guy needs to be in there.
We need to figure out, we don't even need to figure out who we're getting rid of. We need to figure out who the partners are.
Okay, well, obviously George Washington and John Adams. That was like president and vice president. So yeah.
Okay. But was John
Thomas
Adams
Jefferson.
also a president? Because I don't think we should count.
John Adams was also a president. He was the second president of the United
Oh, all right.
States. Thomas Jefferson and James Madison were also president and vice president. And
Should we
they
do
were
the
also-
two? There were 2 guys that had the same name, but one of them had a letter in the middle.
You know what? Actually, hear me out. What if we did John Adams and John Quincy Adams because they're related? And, like, they're the teams, and George Washington and Thomas Jefferson are, like, the teams. James Madison... well, no, you need something for James Madison, and only Thomas Jefferson makes sense for James Madison, so, like... Okay. No, George Washington, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison. John Quincy Adams we can figure out later.
We could have figured out all of this later, but you needed something to talk about.
Yeah. Obviously, we need Grover Cleveland and Donald Trump to be on the same pairs.
What? I thought
Oh,
Joe
no.
Biden did.
No, because Barack was the president.
Oh yeah,
that
wasn't
Joe Biden was.
wasn't Joe Biden like the vice president of Obama?
Are you the man in the
Yeah.
pot, Diogenes?
Okay, so never mind.
Are you his
I'm
hand?
actually thinking
Are you the top of
not
his hammer?
Donald Trump and
think not.
not Donald Trump
Where
and
your
Grover
hand
Cleveland,
moves, the
but
hammer may
instead
not
Donald Trump
follow.
and Richard Nixon,
Nor the man,
right?
nor the
Mhm.
man's hand. In this
All
year's
right,
will,
now Gerald
his intent,
Ford.
the embodied
I don't know what he's
resolve
gonna
in
do,
his
but
uphill
he
ascent.
is a funny face to me. George Bush and George W. Bush should be partnered, obviously.
I thought they were the same person.
Oof, sorry about that.
No. George H.W. Bush, or just George Bush, is George W. Bush's father. and
Oh.
he was George H.W. Bush was president, then it was Bill Clinton, and then it was George W. Bush.
Mm.
Dude, the conversation that this stream has had is crazy.
Yeah, I think we've been talking about politics the entire stream.
Church and the rectory, the living room and the factory.
John F. Kennedy and Abraham Lincoln, they should be partnered.
The granite
Yeah,
rocks,
they were the two.
lakeside.
Have any others been assassinated?
You've learned to hike. There's no way
There's been
left
a lot
to
of
go but
attempted
up.
assassinations.
I mean, like, successful.
But let me say,
I don't think there's been any successful in-office assassinations, but there has been successful
Oh, it happened
after-office
again.
assassinations.
keep on trying. Don't let it get to you.
So yeah, John F. Kennedy and Abraham Lincoln, easy.
Okay,
Plus, they were the only two presidents to be in Clone High. They make sense.
so William Henry Harrison was the president to die earliest while in office because he only died a few months after he was elected or inaugurated. And Jimmy Carter is the president who has lived the longest.
Yeah, didn't he turn 100? And then
Yeah, he only died like pretty recently.
yeah, he died like
This thing that we call
last
failure
month,
is
didn't
not
he?
the falling down, but the
I
staying down.
think he died like
Mary Pickford.
December of last year.
Mm.
So, and yeah, he was 100. So like, William Henry Harrison and Jimmy Carter should be paired for that reason.
All right.
Ah, shit, Ronald Reagan would also be a really good Donald Trump pairing, but I do think Richard Nixon and Donald Trump makes more sense.
Oh my fucking god! Stop playing music. Actually, I don't know if he can do that.
Theodore Roosevelt and Franklin D. Roosevelt, they need to be paired too. I need to start writing these down.
Yeah, because I'm like, don't expect me to be memorizing this.
Yeah, we've been freestyling all of this, but there's no way we're gonna remember any of it.
I'm doing like the opposite of locking in. Can we start talking about like this venture camp again?
Sure, we can talk about this venture camp again.
Yeah, let's go.
William Henry Harrison would have loved Tom from Ridiculous Race.
Oh my god. No, because the minute we started talking about stuff that wasn't like U.S. presidents, I started locking in again.
Okay.
Like, I'm on my third win now. Like, I'm about to be.
Alright, no more United States president. Let's talk about
I dedicate this game to you, the one who came this far.
how do you feel about Adam Sandler?
I give it to you.
Adam Sandler?
My love.
I don't know why everyone gives him so much shit.
I'm not a fan. I didn't really think he was funny when he was doing stand-up. Yet again, I wasn't around for most of his stand-up career, but like, you know, I've seen his shit. Dude, you are about to leave the atmosphere. I can see you.
Yeah. What's this? Oh, fuck you. Stop. No. I didn't mean to go down. Where am I? I'm so glad he gave these things like a gravitational pull, because this game would be fucking impossible if it didn't. Alright, I'm winning. That is 3.
Dubs.
I made something like last night. I did like if this Venture Camp All Stars had all 28 contestants from the first 2 seasons instead of just like 18.
If you deleted your homework the day before,
I might send that in a bit.
or if you left your wallet at
Alright.
home. and you have to go back after spending an hour in the
I'm surprised they've never done that, like,
at
ever.
the casino,
Yeah, like, it's not like Total Drama where there's like a fucking 100 of them and it'd be impossible to do anything. Like, prior to season 2, prior to season 4, it was 28.
And then later discovered that they just returned to their original view.
Like, that's really, that's not that big.
It's harder than starting up.
Yeah.
If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here.
I still think like that would 100% be better than just like putting fucking Ashley in All Stars, dude.
I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to
Like
stop.
Ashley's the fucking like Sam of Disventure Camp All Stars.
Even your mistakes.
Like she has no reason being there.
This game is a homage to a free game that came out in 2002 titled Sexy Hiking.
Like there were
no business.
The author of that game was Jazuo, a mysterious.
Like again, she wasn't the worst pick for a pre-merge in Gen 1, but she's no like she's one of the worst ones.
Designers slap them together very quickly and freely, and they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much.
Because like
they're built more
Nick and Lil had potential, and Dan was the last pre-merge. But no, Ashley. Because why the hell not?
Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a B game. It's built almost entirely out of found and recycled parts, and it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time. In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer.
And also, like, why isn't Rosa Maria in All Stars?
In the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that
wait a
give the game
minute.
its flavor.
Like, she makes merge.
No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some clips,
but no, they need to make room for Connor.
Unremittingly in danger of falling and losing everything.
Yeah, she's not in All Stars. You can check the VC chat that I sent the All Stars image in. She's not in.
Standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game.
I thought she
it
was
might
there.
take you an hour to get over that tree. And a lot
she
of people
totally deserves to be there. She was the best character in season 2.
I wouldn't go that far, but she's definitely like top 3.
There's a sense of truth in that
better be Connor at very least.
Most obstacles.
Yeah, like she's better. I guess I could see excuses for Connor and Yul because they weren't like traditionally eliminated. One quit and one had to leave on like medical emergency. But like, still, come on.
Every pixelated obstacle.
I can see. I only see Yul because he was one of the few like season 2 contestants to truly be a villain throughout.
That makes the game unique.
Yeah, like he had potential, and he was the last pre-merge.
You could argue the same for James,
the frustration is just essential to
you know,
he
has his own stuff going on.
Yeah, James is a lot nicer. Yul is just like a villain, you know.
To me, as I was building this mountain, I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build it.
So I could see because of Yul being such like a traditional villain, I can see it, you know.
But I couldn't bring myself to make it easy.
But like, Connor
felt like my inability to get past the new obstacle.
Like, I'm not complaining. I like Connor, but like, there's better options.
I'm just wondering how Fiore's gonna work.
And it's our repeated attempts to reach the
summit. She's got to be an early boot, right? Like, there's no way she's not an early boot.
You're building with ideas.
Yeah,
and that can be like working with quickset cement.
I don't know.
You mold your ideas into a certain shape.
Would they even bother if she's going to be an early boot?
In the process of playing with them, they begin to harden. And
I mean, someone's got to be an early boot anyway. Like, you can't make something and then not have like a first boot, you know?
Not without breaking it into pieces and starting.
So, like, by that logic, you could also say like, oh, what's the point in adding like Dan to the beta if he was just going to be first boot, you know?
That games would soon be made out of prefabricated objects. Bought in a store and assembled into a world.
That's not
and for the most part, that hasn't happened.
No, wait, hold on. I actually have a rebuttal to that. Because like,
I don't mean they look bad.
At least with like the whole Dan thing, at least it's like the first season, you know. Like they needed someone to be like
things are made to be consumed.
I guess, yeah.
These are reusing characters.
Once the moment is gone, they transform into garbage. In the context of
I might make a like proper elimination order prediction, like after stream.
Over time, we've poured more and more refuse into this vast digital land.
Because I have a feeling I know who the early boots are going to be. Like I think James is going to be an early boot. I think Hunter's going to be an early boot. I think Fiore is going to be an early boot.
When everything around us is cultural trash, trash becomes the new.
I don't think Miriam will get farther than like first merge boot.
And you can build culture out of trash, but only trash culture. B games, B movies, B music.
And like I don't think Gabby's going to get very far either, to be honest.
Maybe this is what digital culture is. A monstrous mountain of trash, the ash heap of creativity's fountain. A landfill with everything we ever thought of in it. Grand, infinite, and unsorted. There's 3D models of breakfast, Gen X's fanfic novels, scan magazines, green screen Shia LaBeouf, banned snuff scenes on LiveLeak. Facebook's got lifelike bots with unbranded adverts and candid shots of Kanye and Taylor Swift mashups, car crash epic failed GIFs, Russian dashcam vids, discussions of McRibs.
I have no idea what Bennett Foddy's talking about right now.
Unrecycled, muddled,
he's yapping, dude.
untitled.
He's the master yapper, dude.
Everything's fresh for about 6 seconds, until some newer thing beckons, and we hit refresh. And there's years of persevering, disappearing into the pile, out of style, out of sight. In this
might be a new best if I can lock in on the tower.
That's gentle, that lets you churn through it but not earn it. Why make something demanding if it just gets piled up in the landfill, filed in with the bland things?
Okay, promising.
They wanted a lot from you. Daunting you, taunting you, resetting and delaying you. Players played stoically. Now everyone's turned off by that. They want to burn through it quickly. A quick fix for the fickle. Some tricks for the clicks of the feckless. But that's not you. You're an acrobat. You could swallow a baseball bat. Now I know, most likely you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch, while some dude with 10 million views does it for you.
That might be a new best. 651. Almost. Oh god, hold on. I gotta see the stuff you're sending me. And also I gotta check a lot of notifications because apparently I got a friend request.
Swear to God, it's from Ushear. I mean, I know you guys are already friends, but it would
Yeah.
be fun. Just knowing that his name exists is funny to me.
Damn, I didn't realize you liked Rosa Maria that much. Fuck.
Honestly, no, I do.
Dude, Nick is like on his last leg of life, dude. The minute he leaves that tier, he's dead.
If Alec gets any better, he's gone.
Yeah, dude, Nick is going to like disappear. Like, he's at the bottom. Like, some of his limbs are already starting to go.
Honestly, I think the only reason why Nick is at the bottom is because the season where he's good in it is like he only has like 5 minutes of screen time.
Yeah.
Or if you left your wallet at home and you have to go back after spending.
I mean, he's good in both seasons, but you know, shut up, you're stupid.
At the casino and then put all your winnings on red, but it came up
No, actually, never mind. I'm not having this discussion with you. I'm sending you to the
immediately dropped food on it.
to the.
If you want an argument with a friend, and then
no.
Sending you to the vet.
Oh, you're one to talk.
You're going to get sprayed.
You probably flinch at the mention of the bet, Lauren.
Ready for that? Like if you've already
Don't say that word too loud.
Then what you're about to go through.
That's what I thought.
Feel free to go away and come.
How am I fucking up at the tutorial? I'm starting to act like Lauren, dude. It's over.
All right. Thanks for coming with me on this trip. I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place.
See, I can't think of the words luck in without thinking of last stream.
I'll save your progress, always. Even your mistakes. This game is a homage to a free game that came out in 2002, titled Sexy Hiking. The author of that game was Jazuo, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are rough assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together very quickly and freely, and they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building them.
I need to, like, stop.
In a certain way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a B game. It's built almost entirely on recycled parts.
Okay, hold on. The stream where I explained that got deleted, so I'll say it again. Like, a month ago, me and Jackson were in writing class, because we have that. And, some kid had his Chromebook in the back. He was playing Google Snake. And, like, everyone's talking, and out of nowhere, we hear someone yell out, "Stop playing the Snake game!" And there's like 5 seconds of dead silence, and just like, from Google Snake.
Anyway, when you start Sexy Hiking, you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks
that
the
made
way
me
to
want
the
to play the
entire rest
Snake
of the
game, and now I'm playing the Snake game.
It might take you an hour to get.
Should we do a Tetris Gem stream?
People never got past it. You prod and you
That would
poke
suck.
at it, exploring the
It
limits
would.
of your reach and your
A
strength.
Tetris stream would go
Trying to
hard.
find
A
a way
Tetris
up and
Gem
over.
stream would suck.
And there's a sense of truth in that
Dude.
lack of compromise.
I bring back rigid. I know. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know what you're talking about.
You can be completely confident in your ability to
Fine.
get through.
You know what? I bring back 91 live, and then
just by spending enough time. In that sense, every pixelated obstacle.
I bring back 91 live and stream Tetris Gems, and that's it.
The obstacles in sexy hiking are unyielding.
It's like a 5-minute stream because I get sick of it.
You just
But I'm
say
not sure
you have
Jazzo
like
intended to make a
MP3s that you
frustrating
play of the
The
accursed one.
frustration is just essential
like,
to the act of
as your
climbing,
co-host.
and it's authentic
Yeah,
to
it's
the
like,
process
hey,
of
I'm
building
nah,
a game
dude.
about
What if I like, I'm here joined by
Funny thing
Nicholas
happened to me
Milton,
as I
and then
was
it's like,
climbing this mountain. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build
no, and
it
it's like his beta voice too.
and
It's
it would
like,
usually turn out to be
of
unreasonable.
course someone thought to me.
But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt
It's
like
an
my
AI
inability
voice
to
of his
get past
beta
the new
voice, so
obstacle
it's like he's
was
speaking
my fault
English.
as a player rather than as a builder. Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to climb them. And it's our repeated attempts to reach the summit that turns those mountains into something real.
What if you find his beta voice actor and he agrees to come on?
When you're building a video game world,
Dude.
you're building with ideas.
I have a crazy
You're
idea.
working with quick cement. You mold your ideas
if you
into a
do
certain
that,
shape that can be
If
played
they
with.
say yes,
And in the process of playing with them, they begin to
Dude.
harden and set.
I'm
until they're
sorry, if I
immune
get
to
like
rock.
Nick's beta
At
voice
that
actor to
point,
come
you
on,
can't change the world.
I've won.
Not without breaking it into pieces. And starting
Like
fresh
Groovy
in
Antagonist.
ideas.
No, there's one thing Groovy Antagonist Live could do to amount to it because we've
For
been
years now,
talking about that for like a year now.
games would soon
It's
be
never
more
gonna
than
happen, but like,
fabricated objects, bought in a store and assembled into a world.
probably not.
And for
but,
the
like,
most part, that hasn't happened.
yeah, we need a
Yes,
couple
I'm still
thousand more to get him to agree.
I don't mean they look
Yeah.
bad or that they're badly made, although a lot of them are. I mean they're trash in the
What
way
if we
that food
reach out to
becomes
him now
trash
and he
as soon
ends
as
up
you put
saying
it in a
yes, and
single.
we do that
Things are
stream,
made
and
to
we
be
get like 10
consumed
million
and
subscribers.
used in a certain context. And once the moment is gone, they transform
Listen,
into
you
The
miss
products of technology
100% of the shots you don't
pass by in
take.
seconds.
You know what? You are right. I might need to reach
Over
out
time,
to later
we've poured
tonight.
more and more refuse into this vast.
Wanna watch this
digital
Venture Camp All-Star?
It now vastly outnumbers and outweighs the things that are fresh. and
Imagine he says
untainted
yes
and
to that.
unused. When everything around us is cultural trash,
Venture camp.
trash
I haven't
becomes
been
the
called
new
that name in
medium,
years.
the lingua franca.
Yeah, and then like he joins VC and it's like Jared.
But only trash culture. B games, B movies.
No,
Be
imagine
music.
that was real.
Be philosophy.
Imagine you check the credits of this Venture Camp beta.
Maybe this is what digital culture
Listen,
is.
this
A
man 12
monstrous mountain of trash.
is
The
the
ash
voice
heap
actor of
creativity's
Jared
fountain.
Johnson.
A landfill with everything we ever thought.
I know his
Brand,
English voice actor because there was like
infinite,
one episode done of a canon English dub. Well, not canon, but like official.
3D models of breakfast.
And
Gen X's
he's voiced by the
fanfic
same guy who voices
scam
Yule,
magazines, green screen Shia LaBeouf, banned snuff scenes on Live Leak.
which I'm not sure how I feel attributing Yule's voice to that man.
Candid shots of Kanye and Taylor Swift mashups, car crash epic
Hold on,
failed
give me a
GIFs,
minute.
Russian
I'm gonna
dashcam vids,
look up that
discussions of
thing.
McRibs, discarded,
It's
forgotten,
I think it was like a Patreon
unrecycled,
exclusive, but I know it did exist.
untitled. Everything's fresh for about 6 seconds, until some newer thing beckons, and we hit refresh. And there's years of persevering, disappearing into the pile, out of style, out of sight.
Jared Johnson.
In this
Venture
context,
Camp
it's
doesn't
tempting to
pop
make
up with
friendly
anything on YouTube.
content that's gentle, that lets you churn through it but not earn it. Why make something demanding if it just gets piled up in the landfill, filed in with the bland things? When games were new, they wanted a lot from you. Daunting you, taunting you, resetting and delaying you. Players played stoically. Now everyone's turned off by that. They want to burn through it quickly, a quick fix for the fickle, some tricks for the clicks of the feckless. But that's not you, you're an acrobat. You could swallow a baseball bat. Now I know, most likely you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch, while some
This is
dude
gonna be
with 10 million
7
views does
minutes
it for
at
you. Like a
least.
baby bird being fed chewed up food.
Dude, there's no
That's culture
Jared
too.
content ever. I can't find the video. I'm
But
gonna
on the
have
off
to
chance
make a
that
Yeah,
you
'cause
video
it was a
called
Patreon
Why
exclusive.
Silence.
Trash is disposable.
Well, then how
but
do you
maybe it
know
doesn't
about it?
have to be a
Because I've been told by people who
What's
are on the
feeling
Patreon.
like? Are you stressed? I guess you don't hate it if you got this far. Feeling frustrated? It's underrated. An orange. is sweet.
You are not in the Odd Nation. Dude, what if I, like, the only, like, Patreon I ever, like...
I only want the bitterness. It's coffee.
Dude, I'm gonna have to.
Grapefruit.
It's $3 a
It's
month.
licorice.
What if I get into it and start investigating?
It
Yeah,
feels
because
like
you,
the closest
like, the Patreon people, like, get to see episodes of Season 4 early.
You could have refused, but you
Like,
didn't.
I have a crazy
There was
idea.
something in you that was hidden, that chose to continue.
Dude, we record them and put them on VHSs.
Endured this much. Every wisecrack, every insensitivity, every setback you've forgiven me is a kingly gift that you've given me.
Dude, wait. You know how you made, like, a DVD, like, box thing for BFDI, like, last week?
It's ambition's opposite.
I got a crazy idea.
An obdurate mission to taste defeat.
Shit,
You'll feel
I might
bad
do
if you
that.
win, so I put this snake in for you.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Have you thought about who you are in this? Are you the man in the pot, Diogenes? Are you his hand? Are you the top of his hammer?
No, we're the gray circle that's spinning around on the screen right now.
Nor the man, nor the man's hand. In this you're his will, his intent, the embodied resolve in his uphill ascent. Now, you've conquered the ice cliff, the platforms, the church, and the rectory, the living room and the factory, the playground, the construction site, the granite rocks.
How am I fucking up this much?
You've learned to hike. There's no way left to go but up, and in a moment I'll shut up. So
Dude,
let me say,
I should have never looked up Jared this venture camp. I'm sending you a DM.
Alright.
I dedicate this game to you, the one who came this far. I give it to you with all my love.
Am I winning? No, I'm going back. I made effectively 0 progress in that maneuver. This is gonna be a 10-minute run.
If you think about it, Bennett Foddy getting over it is yaoi.
What?
Cause you're a guy and you're playing it, and like Bennett Foddy loves you.
Okay, Lauren.
Well, am I incorrect?
Yes.
No, I am not.
You know what? I'll just do 10 wins per stream, honestly. I think that'll be a lot better on everyone's health. Because, like, we've already been streaming for almost an hour. I've only beaten the game 5 times. I'm not having a fucking 10-hour stream.
There's no feeling more intense than starting over. If you deleted your homework
Honestly?
the day before it was due, as I have,
No.
or if you left your wallet at home, and you have
I'll
to
go until we reach an hour and a half. Then I'm calling it
You
quits.
won some money at the casino, and then put all your winnings on red, but it came up black. If you got your best shirt dry cleaned before a wedding,
I'm gonna be
and then
so
immediately
honest.
dropped $50.
I spent like the solid like second half of grade 7 online because that's when like COVID was starting to come back in my like town, and
If you're not ready
I
for
spent a
that,
solid like
like
3/4 of my time during online school
what you're about
playing
to
this
go
game.
through might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here.
Like, dude, like I'd sit in the call for a bit, then like do whatever assignment I had, and then just play this until next period.
Break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop and quit the game. And don't worry, I'll save your progress always, even your mistakes. This game is a homage to a free game that came out in 2002 titled Sexy Hiking. The author of that game was Jazuo, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are rough assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together very quickly and freely, and they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building them than as polished products. In a certain way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a B game. It's built almost entirely out of found and recycled parts, and it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time. In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. That act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties.
Do you think any US president would like this game?
No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or too
Do you think any US presidents would like this game?
The player is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling
Brock
and
would
losing
like this
everything.
game.
Brock Baker?
Anyway, when you start Sexy Hiking, you're standing next to this dead tree
My
that
fault.
blocks the way to the entire rest of the game. It might take you an
You
hour
think,
to get over that tree.
Dude, I find it crazy how, like, the minute Mr. B started talking about how, like, when he's old enough, he'll probably run for president, like, the big, like, downfall with, like, Dogpack started.
Truth in that lack of compromise.
Like, they do not
Most
want bro
obstacles
running.
in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely confident in your ability to get through.
Dude, what if the election
once
gets
you have
crazy?
the correct method,
And, like,
or the correct
you know,
equipment, or
we know
just
the
by
candidates
spending enough time.
go on both
In
sides.
that sense, every pixelated obstacle.
Dude, what if, like, the 2028 election or something is Mr. Beast versus Markiplier?
The obstacles in Sexy Hiking are unyielding, and that
I
makes
would
the
vote for
game uniquely
Markiplier.
frustrating. But I'm not sure
Yeah.
Jazro intended to make a frustrating game.
Listen, like, a year ago, I probably would have said Mr. Beast.
And it's authentic to the process of building a game about climbing.
But honestly,
I don't
given
care
what
what
he's...
Mr. Beast's platform is, I'm voting Markiplier.
I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build it.
I think Mr. Beast would do
It
more.
would usually turn out to be unreasonable.
Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing,
But I couldn't bring myself.
kind of depends on how the next few presidencies go.
My inability to get past the new obstacle was my fault as a player rather than as a builder. Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts
I
to climb
picked
them.
Ushear on a
And it's our
on a
repeated
thing.
attempts to reach the summit that turns those mountains.
My name is Ushear. I made Red Fury.
When you're building a video game world, you're building
Very
with ideas.
difficult to join the fucking
And that can be like
stream.
working with quickset cement. You mold
Unfortunately,
your ideas into a certain shape that can be played
I
with.
forget.
And in the process of playing with them, they begin to.
And now I can't do anything because in a free play song.
And at that point, you can't change the world.
My
without
name is
breaking it into
Ushear.
pieces and starting fresh with new ideas. For
My
years
name
now,
is
people have
Pfizer.
been predicting that games would soon be made out of prefabricated objects,
I want
bought in a
some ice
store
cream.
and assembled
Ushear,
into a
Pfizer, by
world.
the end of the name.
And for the most part, that hasn't happened. Because the objects in the stores are trash. I don't mean they look bad or that they're badly made, although a lot of them are. I mean they're trash in the way that food becomes trash as soon as you put it in the sink. Things are made to be consumed and used in a certain context. And once
Lauren's heard this take before, but from what I can tell within the Red Fury community, this is a hot take. Turbo's the worst director the game has ever had.
Over time, we've poured more and more refuse into this vast digital land.
Like, he's doing good things for the mod, I just hate him as a person.
And outweighs the things that are fresh and untainted and unused.
He's just a snarky, arrogant asshole a lot of the time.
The new medium.
And he's also fucking gatekeeping the chart editor. Huh?
Build culture out of trash.
Arrogant?
But only trash culture.
Arrogant.
B games.
Oh,
B
arrogant.
movies,
Okay,
B
well,
music,
I need to.
B philosophy.
Okay.
Why? What'd you think I said?
Maybe this is what digital
It sounded
culture
like you
is.
said arrogant.
A monstrous
And I got
mountain of
really
trash, the
confused.
ash heap of creativity's fountain. A landfill with everything we ever thought of in it. Grand, infinite, and unsorted. There's 3D models of breakfast. Gen X's
Dude, I go
fan
to the
hit
Red
novels,
Fury server,
scan magazines,
and then,
green
like,
screen Shia
Turbo's
LaBeouf,
like,
banned
"Ah,
stuff scenes on Live
or
Leak.
something like that.
Facebook's got lifelike bots with unbranded adverts and candid shots of Kanye and Taylor Swift mashups, car crash epic
he's
fail
just
jokes,
like...
Russian dash bids,
Okay.
discussions of McRibs.
Plus, like, again, anyone who gatekeeps the fucking chart editor is, like... Come on, dude.
Everything's fresh for about 6 seconds, until some newer thing beckons, and we hit refresh. And there's years of
Cut it out. What do you mean you're gatekeeping the
disappearing into
chart
fire,
editor?
Out of style, out of sight. In this context, it's tempting to make friendly content that's gentle, that lets you churn through it but not earn it. Why make something demanding if it just gets piled up in the landfill, filed in? With
And, like, he's so unbelievably against, like, fan mods for no reason at all.
They wanted a lot from you, daunting you, taunting
Like, I don't think he realizes that Red Fury started out as a fan mod of Versus Toward.
They want to burn through it quickly, a quick fix for the fickle, some tricks for the clicks of the feckless.
Like, the entire reason Red Fury exists is because Pfizer was like, goddamn, this mod kind of sucks.
Now I know, most likely you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch, while some dude with 10 million views does it for you. Like a baby bird being fed chewed up food. That's culture too.
No!
But on the off chance that you're playing this, what I'm saying is, trash is disposable, but maybe it doesn't have to be approachable. What's the feeling like? Are you stressed? I guess you don't hate it if you got this far. Feeling frustrated? It's underrated.
I'm gonna memorize the entire script to getting over it by the end of this.
An orange is sweet, juicy fruit locked inside a bitter peel. That's not how I feel about a chow.
This reminds me of a story. One time, way back when I was just like a... Come on.
It's licorice.
Way back then.
When I was just an itty-bitty boy, living in a box under the stairs in the corner of the basement in a half block was even Jerry's bait shop. My hammer got stuck in the anvil.
There was something in you that was hidden, that chose to continue. It means a lot to me that you've come this far.
I wanna make, I wanna find, like, the fucking Albuquerque FLP, and then just, like, put Dan from the Disventure Camp Beta in there. Fucking edit it in, bitch ass, dude. Okay, the music stopped. That means I'm doing fucking horrible.
We have the same taste, you and I. It's not ambition. It's ambition's opposite. An obdurate mission to taste defeat. You'll feel bad if you win, so I put this snake in for you.
One time when I was trying to beat the game for my first time, I accidentally rode the snake, and I cried.
That sounds like something you would do now.
This is back in, like, 2021, 2022. I rode the... Yeah, no, 100%. Especially now, if I were to ride the snake, like, accidentally.
You would cry.
Yeah.
You would make your status something, like, so emo.
Lauren, I'm gonna need you to look at the stream in, like, a little bit.
I'm looking at the stream.
Alright. You're gonna see some crazy shit, dude. It almost happened.
No! I just saw it. That was so close. This would have been the crying stream.
This would have been the crying stream, dude.
I would have had to watch season 2 alone.
Like, dude.
Have you thought about who you are in this? Are you the man?
Like, my heart rate is like, oh.
Are you his hand? Are you the top?
Look, you mean it almost happened while we were... Okay. New rule, no more talking about snakes when I get to the bucket, dude.
Nor the man's hand.
Okay.
I
don't care how fucking cool Snake is.
He embodied resolve in his uphill ascent. Now, you've conquered.
Dude, I used to browse the speedrun.com page for this game a lot, and there's a speedrun someone submitted a long time ago, where, like, they were on fucking immaculate pace, and they got to the tower, they fell off the tower,
there's no way left to go.
Slid all the way down Ice Mountain, and then ended up riding the snake. Like, they landed, like, on the snake.
Damn.
Right. I think I'll be able to beat the game 3 or 4 more times before I'll end stream. I probably should add part 1 to the title, but shut up. I can't believe like, there was a time where I used to, like, speedrun so goddamn much.
If you deleted your homework,
it's kind of Carson's fault, because he kind of, like... You call me really, like, competitive? There was a time where Carson was, like, me dialed to 11. It was like... Huh?
I can't believe that, honestly, because, like...
If you want an argument with a friend,
you kind of have, like, a Carson pipeline going on, where, like,
Starting over
After,
is harder
I
than
feel
starting
like
up.
Carson is
If
just
you're
like
not ready
you,
for that,
but he evolved
like
a
if you've
little
already had a
faster.
bad day,
Yeah.
then what
And
you're about to
whatever
go through
Carson's
might be
doing
too
will be
much.
like you in
Feel
5
free to
years.
go away and come back.
Yeah. That even goes for like music taste, because like one time a while back when he was like, when I was showing him like my playlist and shit, he was like, dude, this is just what my playlist was like back in like
Find a
2018.
safe place to stop and quit the game.
And he showed me a bunch of songs that he liked back in like 2018, and a few of them are in my playlist.
He
This game is a homage to a
kind
free
of
game that
introduced
came
you
out in
to set it off.
2002
Yeah.
titled Sexy
Like,
Hiking.
well, he's kind of what got me into like being a real fan. Taylor got me into like 2 songs.
And B games are
Taylor
rough assemblages
introduced you
of
to set
found
it off.
objects.
Carson made you a fan.
Designers slap them together
Yeah.
very quickly and freely.
Carson put you on.
And they're often too rough
Yeah,
and
but like,
unfriendly to gain much
there's a
explore.
few like Monsters by All Time Low and like IDGAF. Those are in there because of Carson.
In a certain way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a B game.
My hammer got
Carson
stuck.
is
It's
just
built
like
almost
you in the
entirely out of
future.
found
Yeah,
recycled
like
parts.
genuinely.
And it's one of the most
Like
unusual
you're gonna
and
check in on
unfriendly
him.
games
Like
of its time.
you're gonna go to school tomorrow, and he's
In
gonna
it,
be like
your task is simply
your
to drag
Sona,
yourself
but
up
with like a
mountain with
futuristic
hammer.
Tom visor.
One good timing in the digital world or in real life.
I do not go to school tomorrow.
Give the game its flavor.
Oh,
It
well,
is Saturday, and I don't even have school Monday.
Some cliffs are too sheer
Well, my
or
fault,
too
I guess.
slippery. And the player is
Like,
constantly,
dude, school got
unrelentingly in
canceled,
danger
bro.
of falling and losing everything.
I mean, granted,
School did get canceled for tomorrow.
Anyway, when you
we've
start Sexy
we've
Hiking,
reached the
you're
point
standing next to
in the
this
year
big
where
tree
snow days are kind of just like gone now. So like, this is gonna be the last major break I have until April.
And a lot of people never got past it.
Damn.
You prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of your
Because like, I don't think we have any days off in March actually.
And there's a sense of truth in that lack of compromise. Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely confident in your ability to get through them once you have.
Dude, I hate that Eddsworld does like nothing because I want to do an Eddsworld Hyperfix Part 3 so badly.
Every pixelated obstacle in Sexy Hiking
We
is
can
real.
honestly, Eddsworld Hyperfix Part 2 wasn't really even
The obstacles in
Eddsworld
Sexy
Hyperfix
Hiking
Part
are
2, so
unyielding.
we could just
Yeah.
we
And
could
that makes
just
the
call it
game
Eddsworld
uniquely
Hyperfix Part 2.
But I'm not
Yeah,
sure
like,
Jazzo
Eddsworld
intended
does
to
fucking
be
nothing.
the game. The frustration is just a
Can I be
Eddsworld
honest?
hasn't really doesn't really do anything
of
anymore.
building
Yeah.
a game about
Be as honest as you can.
The funny thing
I
happens
think
to
it
me
is a
when I play
fucking
this now.
crime
I'd
that we don't
an
have like a
unbelievable obstacle.
episode focused on the neighbors yet.
Test it, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard.
Like, not in the sense that like Hammer and Fail and Power Ed are focused on the neighbors. I mean like
It already
an
felt like my
episode.
inability to get past
Yeah.
a new obstacle was my fault as
I
a
mean,
player rather than as a
Don't get me
builder.
wrong, I would definitely love
Imaginary
that
mountains
episode.
build
I
themselves
just
from our
don't
efforts to
necessarily
climb them.
want that episode.
And it's our repeated
I
attempts to
100% do, dude.
that turns those mountains into something
Like,
real.
I think it's so stupid. Like, with shit like the Red Army, we can do without like episodes about that because their entire point is that all their shit happens off screen. But like the neighbors, like I want to know what the fuck they're up to.
And in the process of playing with
Especially
them,
given
they
what they've
get
kind of built up with Eduardo and Beaster
until they're
Bunny.
immutable, like rock. And at that point,
Honestly,
you can
like,
change the world.
As I
Not
said
without
before,
breaking
I
it into
don't necessarily
pieces
like
and starting fresh with new
crave that
ideas.
episode, but like I would love that episode.
Yeah.
Years now,
that'd be a
And
fun
like,
episode.
Mark
games would
desperately
seem to be
needs any form of character at all.
Store and assembled into a world.
He is your
most part, that
favorite
hasn't
neighbor,
happened.
and like
Because the objects in the stores are
nothing.
trash.
Yeah.
I don't mean they
He is
look
literally
bad,
just
they're bad
some
in
guy.
way, although a lot of them are. I mean they're trash in the way that food becomes trash as soon as you put it in the sink.
But yeah, no, like he's my
Things are made to
favorite
be
neighbor.
consumed and used
I'm not gonna
in
say
a
by
certain
far,
context.
because I think
Once
Eduardo
they're
is a pretty
gone,
close
they
second.
transform into garbage. In the
But
context
like,
of technology, those moments pass by in seconds.
but yeah, like Mark has been around since 2011.
Over time, we've poured more
Like,
and more
Mark has been a
into this
character for
vast digital
14
handful
years,
that we call the internet.
and nothing has been done with him.
Numbers and outweighs the things that are fresh and untainted and unused.
yeah.
When everything around
Like, I
us
guess,
is
like
cultural trash,
in all
trash
this
becomes
time,
the
we
new
figured
norm.
out that he was scared of bunnies,
Franca of the
and
digital
that was it.
age. And you can build culture out of trash.
He's scared
But
of
only
bunnies and
trash
he's
culture.
chill with the
B
ginger.
games,
Yeah.
B movies, B music, B philosophy.
B-sides.
Maybe this is what digital culture is. A monstrous mountain of trash, the ash heap of creativity's fountain. A landfill with everything we ever thought of in it. Grand, infinite, and unsorted.
Honestly, the more time goes by, the more I'm starting to think that maybe the Tord teaser in like the Eddsworld 2024 update was just a plug for like the plush.
Snuff scenes on Live Leak.
I
And-
don't think they would do that.
With unbranded
That's what I keep telling myself.
car crash, epic failed shifts.
But it's been so goddamn long since then, to the point where, like,
discarded,
there's a non-zero chance.
unrecycled, muddled.
Non-zero, I will give, but
Untitled.
like, I don't think your chances of that being
Everything's
true is
fresh
high.
for about 6 seconds.
However,
until some
I
newer
do
thing
think
beckons, and we hit refresh.
I do think
and
it
there's
could
years
be
of
like a
persevering,
teaser
disappearing
for
into the pile, out
like
of
the
style,
comics,
out of
and
sight.
not like the comics on the website, but like the
comic book,
books
you
that
mean?
they're making.
In this
Yeah.
context, it's tempting to make
Maybe
fun
like
of
Red
it,
October
but it's gentle,
3.
that lets you churn through it, but not earn
Yeah,
it.
but
Why make
Red
something
October,
demanding
but it's
if it
actually
just
like
gets
a
piled
genuine
up in the
sequel.
landfill,
Yeah.
filed in with the bland things?
It's like
Red October,
2 was
but
really
they
like
locked in.
Red October 2.
When games
Yeah,
were
Red
new,
October 2
it
was like
wanted a
nothing.
lot from you, daunting you, taunting
Red
you,
October was just
resetting,
like, alright, we have
delaying
too
you.
much shit.
Players
Yeah, Red October 2 was like,
Now
nobody
everyone's
liked
turned
these
off by
ones.
They want to burn through it quickly. A quick fix for the fickle. Some tricks for the clicks
That's
of the
evidence that
fanboys.
the one Red October shirt you got
That's not
sucked
you,
ass,
you're an
because it was
acrobat.
one of the, like,
You could
only
swallow a
things they were
baseball
selling in Red October 2.
Now I know,
like the
most
one-
likely
the
you're
one I
watching
got.
this on YouTube or Twitch,
I
while
still
some
wear
dude
it,
with 10 million
and
views
it has
does
holes
it for
in it,
you,
and I still
like
wear
a
it.
baby bird being fed chewed up food. That's culture too.
I look homeless when I wear it, and I still wear it. Because it's hard.
But on the off chance that you're playing this, what I'm saying is, trash is disposable, but maybe it doesn't have to.
3 active viewers, 709. Alright. Dude, what if the 10-hour stream is the way to go?
We peaked at 5 active viewers this stream.
Oh, damn. I didn't even see that.
I was gonna mention it, but then it like fell.
There's
right
no feeling more intense
Hmm.
than starting over.
Other 2 active viewers, you guys should talk in chat right now. I want to say hi to you guys.
As I have. Or if you left your
Sort of got Ushear types in chat like that.
go back after spending an hour in the commute.
Hey, I'm in stream.
If you won some money at the casino and then put all your winnings on red, but it came up black.
Next time I make that announcement, I'm gonna say, like, co-host instead of just attend.
If you want an argument with a friend and then later
So, like, he can't back out of it.
their original view, starting over is harder than starting up. If you're
Still
not
playing
ready
fucking
for
Rainbow Six Siege. You think you're still doing that? I can't really check.
then what you're about to go through might be too much.
I can check.
Feel free to go away and come back.
Alright, prediction.
I'll be here.
He's playing. Oh, he's playing Lethal Company right now. Never mind.
Oh, dude.
All right. Thanks for coming.
Wasn't that like Omar's favorite game for like a few months, dude? I swear to God, if they're like dude.
Find a safe place to stop and quit the game.
I'm checking Omar.
Don't worry, I'll save your
Nah,
progress
he ain't playing
always,
anything.
even your mistakes.
No, dude, Omar's streaming on his channel. Lethal Company with
This
Ushear.
game is a homage to a free game that came out in
Hold on,
2002
he's in.
titled
Oh,
Sexy
he was in
Hiking.
VC with Joey for a while.
The author of that game was Jazuo, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are rough assemblages of found objects.
Fuck.
Designers
How did I even mess up
very
like that,
quickly
dude?
and freely, and they're often too rough and
I
unfriendly
thought
to
you
gain
said
much
you
of
were
a
gonna
following.
like.
They're built more for the joy of
Stop
building
streaming after
them
this round.
than as polished products.
Maybe. I don't know. It depends on where I am when we get to 10:30.
Sexy hiking is the perfect
Or I guess, like,
embodiment of a game.
8
It's
for
built
you, I think.
entirely out of found and recycled parts.
It's already 8, so
And
it
it's
would
one
be
of the most
9.
unusual and unfriendly games of its time.
Oh yeah, no, that makes
Your
sense.
task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. And that act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery. And the player is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling and losing everything. Anyway, when you start sexy hiking, you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game.
Honestly, this has been a good. I told you this one was going to be a winner.
Over that tree. And a lot of people never got past it.
Like I said last stream, like
You poke at it, exploring
yeah.
the limits of your reach and your strength.
Alright.
Trying to find a way
I told you last stream it was like, oh, they can't all be winners, but like next stream is going to be a winner. This is a winner. This is a good stream.
Worlds are fake. You can be completely
you had
confident in
fun,
your ability to get through
Then
them.
that's what matters.
Yeah, like the game is running well.
The correct equipment or just
It's a game I like, which, you know, I think that's kind of... I wouldn't stream a game that I don't like.
Sexy hiking is real.
Yeah.
I've been tempted, when I have the money, I'm tempted to buy Minecraft, like, on PC so we can do streams of that, because, like, there's potential for that.
Is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the
Dude,
process
imagine you
of
finally
building a
get
game
like
about climbing.
Minecraft on PC, and then
A
like
funny
a
thing
week
happened
later
to me
you're
as I
able
was
to stream
building this
Switch.
I'd
I
have
swear to
an idea
God.
for a new
I mean, no,
obstacle, and
the only thing stopping me from streaming on Switch is just that I don't have a second HDMI cord.
But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt like my
Like,
inability
if I
to get
had a
past the
second
walls
HDMI cord,
was
I'd be
my
able to
fault
stream on
as a
Switch.
player rather than as a builder. Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to climb them. And it's our repeated attempts to reach the summit that turns those mountains into something real.
Honestly, what if I stream like
Growing up in the
Minecraft
video game
Education
world,
Edition,
you're
dude?
building with ideas. And that can be like working with quickset cement. You mold your ideas into a certain shape that can be played with. And in the process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set until they're immutable, like rock.
I need to lock in. What am I
You
doing?
can't change the world. Not without breaking it into pieces and starting fresh with new ideas. For years now, people have been predicting
I
that
still
games
have
would soon
Omar
be made
saved
out of
as the little
prefabricated
sandwich boy.
objects, bought
I
at a
still have
store
you
and
saved as,
assembled into
like,
world.
a
You don't
lot.
need to
Part
tell
that hasn't
the.
happened.
You don't need to tell the
Because the
audience
objects in
what
the
you have me
stores are
saved
trash.
as.
I don't mean they look bad. or
It's
badly
like
made,
Donald Trump,
although a lot of them are.
King JJ, 0 to
They're
18,
trash
I
in
think.
the way that food becomes trash as soon as you put it in the sink. Things are made
I
to be
hate your friend
consumed
nickname
and
for me.
used in a certain context. And once the
I
moment
genuinely
is gone,
do.
they
It
transform into
fucking
garbage.
sucks, dude.
In the context
I don't know
of
what's wrong with it.
technology, those moments
0
pass
to
by in
18
seconds.
it's something that we've kept.
Over
You've
time,
kept,
we've
really,
poured more and more
going on
refuse into
for
this
like
vast
6
digital
months now.
landfill that we call the internet.
Let it
Yeah, I'm
go.
just like keeping track, you know?
And outweighs the things that are
Let it
fresh
go.
and untainted and unused.
Please.
When everything around
I'm
us
gonna
is
be
cultural
40 years
trash,
old and you're gonna
trash
have my
becomes
friend
the new
nickname as
medium,
0 to
the
18.
lingua franca
Yeah.
of the digital age.
Correct.
You can build culture out of trash, but only trash culture. B games, B movies, B music.
No, we need a chess stream.
Dude, if you
Maybe
do a
this
chess
is what
stream, I
digital
am not
culture is.
participating.
A monstrous.
No, you do a chess stream, but you go against like
Activities
computers.
A landfill
I'm not
with
doing a
everything
chess
we ever
stream.
thought of in it.
All right,
Grand,
fine then. Be
infinite,
like that.
and unsorted.
I might do like a checker stream. But
I could
not
see a
chess
checker
Media
stream.
models of breakfast. Gen X's fan
I probably wouldn't like.
Scan magazine,
If we do a
and
checker stream,
screen
I probably
Shia
wouldn't like
LaBeouf
play with
and
you.
Snuff scenes on Live Leak. Facebook's got lifelike.
Because I'm gonna be honest, checkers is kind of boring as fuck.
And Taylor Swift mashups, car crash,
Checkers
epic
is good
failed
for like a
chips,
few rounds,
Russian dash cam vids,
but eventually you get
discussions of
bored.
McRibs,
Yeah.
discarded, forgotten, unrecycled, muddled.
I also just think like once you're down to like 5 pieces total, the game just gets like
Fresh
it's
for
just
about 6 seconds, until
it's
some
really
newer thing
repetitive,
breaks,
you
and
know?
hit refresh, and there's years of persevering disappearing into the pile, out of style.
I still remember the one
out of
time we
sight.
played checkers, like the first time,
In this context,
because I was like
it's
upset
tempting to
over
make
something
friendly content.
regarding
It's
She Who Will Not Be
gentle,
Named.
lets you churn through it but not earn it. Why make something demanding if it just gets piled
Something
up in the
happened during
landfill,
that. Like
filed
something
in
really
with the
funny
bland
happened during that,
things?
and I don't remember it.
You like
When games
completely
were new,
threw the
they
game.
wanted a lot from you, daunting you, taunting you.
I don't think
receiving
that's
you,
really funny,
labeling
but that's the
you,
only thing I
players
remember
paid
happening
stoically.
during that.
Now everyone's turned off by that. They want to burn through it quickly, a quick fix for the fickle, some tricks for the clicks of the feckless. But that's not you. You're an acrobat. You could swallow a
Like I could
baseball.
find the exact conversation because I remember like you sent like the Sisyphus
Now, I
image.
know, most likely you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch, while some dude with 10 million views does it for you. Like a baby bird being fed chewed up.
Honestly, those first matches of checkers and chess we had were like really fucking stressful for me.
But on the off chance that you're playing this,
Because the entire
what I'm
time during
saying
both
is,
those, all I
trash
was
is
thinking was just
disposable,
don't look like
but
an
maybe it
idiot.
doesn't have to be approachable. What's the feeling like? Are you stressed? I guess you don't hate it if you got this far. Feeling frustrated? It's underrated.
Honestly, no. I think the chess rematch we did was a lot more stressful because I had already won and I didn't want to like.
That's not how I feel about a challenge.
Panharm says
I only want
chess
the
mention.
bitterness. It's coffee.
Chess mention? Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Me and Lauren have a chess backstory. I can go way into it.
It feels like
well, you don't need to. So like, let's
climber, designer and user.
I will. It's my stream.
You could have refused, but you didn't. There was something in you that was.
So in terms, we're gonna skip the checkers lore, but there is also checkers lore. Anyways, I want to say 2021 or 2022. No, it's 2022. Definitely, 100%. I forget the exact circumstances, but we were in a VC, like me, Lauren, Omar, and a few others. I know Spider was one of them. I know there was others. We decided we were gonna play chess in VC, right? Because Discord has that like activity thing. And I don't remember how many rounds we had, but I know one of them was me versus Lauren. And I beat Lauren. And Lauren kept trying to say, like, oh, what happens in the hotel stays in the hotel. Like, didn't happen. right? And then, like last year, I forget exactly when last year, but I know last year, I think it was like September or so. We decided we were gonna have a rematch, right? And I won the rematch.
It means a lot to me that you've come this far, endured this
And
much.
that started a
Every
whole chain of
wisecrack,
events of Lauren,
every
like,
insensitivity,
denying having ever lost in
every
chess.
setback you've forgiven me is a
Panhard
That, like-
says,
gift
I'm
that you've
drooling.
given me.
Play chess with me.
We'll get back to you on that one.
Panhard, I don't think you needed to add the I'm drooling part. I think that was a little unnecessary.
You're fucking grading the chat message.
I'm gonna give that one a C
We have the
minus. I'm
same
not gonna lie.
taste.
A+, see me after class.
It's not ambition. It's ambition's opposite. An obdurate mission to taste defeat. You'll
Why am
feel bad
I
if you
moving
win.
my physical
So put the
body trying to
stake
do
in
that
the
jump?
Oh, never mind. You get an F because I want to fail you. I'm sorry, no, that's mean. You still
Yeah,
get a C
fucking
minus.
Baldy Baltimore ass.
Baldy wants you to succeed. He
Oh, yeah, my
genuinely
fault.
wants you to succeed. Like, dude,
Funny,
can
because,
I
like,
tell you that last night
Have you
I
thought
saw
about
the
who you
Baldy
are in
tutorial
this?
level
Are
in
you
my
the man in
nightmare?
the pot?
what?
Diogenes?
Yeah,
Are you his
I
hand?
genuinely
Are you
dreamed
the top
I
of his
was in the
hammer?
Baldy tutorial level,
I
and I
think
was
not.
trying to beat him
Where your hand
again,
moves, the
and
hammer may not
playtime
follow.
kept chasing me.
Nor
And
the
this was
man,
like me actually
nor the
being in
man's
the game,
hand.
not playing it, but it was like
And
it was
Ushear is
in real
will.
life.
Was this, like,
And I
last
just-
night, or?
The embodied
Yeah, from
resolve
last night,
in his
and I
uphill
saw him
ascent.
like go behind me, and I was so scared.
Now, you've conquered the ice cliff,
Like that
Yes,
genuinely-
bro.
the church, and the rectory, the living room and the factory, the playground, the
It's
construction
specifically
site,
that
the
part where it's
granite
like
rocks,
a simulation
lakeside.
of like the game.
You've learned to
Mm.
hike.
Yeah, like the part at the very
There's
end?
no way left to go but
Yeah.
up. And in a moment, I'll shut up. But let me say,
That's
I'm
insane.
glad you came.
You were literally in a bit of a adventure camp right there.
I was in a bit of a disventure camp right there.
Yeah, anyways, back on the topic of chess, so this started a big thing regarding Lauren, like, denying having ever lost to, like, anyone in chess and saying she was the best chess player of all time. That pissed, I think, everyone off except her. And then she eventually had a chess game against Aiden. There was, like, one or two between them. I think she had one with, like, a member of Oven back when that was around, like, something nonsensical. Or no, like, something... He had a 9/11 profile picture, I remember that. I forget his name, though.
Oh, you just lost a lot of
It was.
progress.
It was.
That's
I
a deep
remember. Oh,
frustration,
Autism
a
Manifesto.
real-
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not nonsensical. I'm thinking of the guy from the Adventure Camp server. Yeah, she had a chess game against him and
I dedicate
lost.
this game to you.
And then she had a game against Aiden and lost. Then I think she had a rematch against Aiden, and that was a stalemate.
No, Cole was the one with the stalemate.
Oh yeah.
I'm
And
so
fuck
pissed
it.
about that match of Cole. I would have won, and it said stalemate.
This is gonna be the last round I do of this stream.
I'm still really pissed about that because I should have fucking won.
Yeah.
It said stalemate for no fucking reason because it hates trans people.
It's like once 50 turns have gone and nobody's been captured, it calls a stalemate immediately.
Homework the day before it was due,
Dude.
as I have.
I forget exactly how the game went down, but I'm pretty sure that's what would have happened.
If you want some money at the casino, and then put all your winnings on red.
Because, like, a stalemate happens under those circumstances, or if like the player whose turn it is has no moves.
If you want an argument,
Like, not even like checkmate. Like, their king isn't in danger, they just can't move.
Starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too
I've been thinking of doing a Candy Crush stream, is that bad?
I'll be here.
Not like morally, I just don't think it would work.
Alright. Thanks for coming with me on this trip. I'll understand if you have to take a break at any
I can see that. I mean, we were gonna do a stream on that one fucking shelf sorting game, so like, I think Candy Crush isn't entirely out of the question.
Even your mistakes.
We weren't entirely serious though when we were doing this shelf sorting.
I guess, but like, shut up. For
For
free!
Adventure Capitalist is probably a game that will be streamed at some point.
Who was known at the time
Adventure.
On your channel.
Oh yeah, I might. I don't think Adventure. Listen. Alright, I was gonna say Adventure Capitalist doesn't seem like a game that would really work well for streaming. But like, how about we shut up? How about we never speak again?
I'm thinking maybe not anytime recently, but I've been thinking of potentially doing like a Groovy Antagonist versus Gordon 92 Live Week, where it's like we either stream the same game on like our respective days, or it's like similar games. It's like, for example, like you would stream. Actually, no, it would be me starting it because I stream on Mondays. But like,
Yeah.
I would stream Baldi's Basics Plus, then you would do Classic Remastered. Then I would do like Adventure Communist, and then you do Adventure Capitalist, and then like
Anyway, when you start sexy hiking,
honestly, that would go hard as fuck. I don't know if we should do that, but that would go hard as fuck.
It might take you an hour to get over that tree. A lot of people never got past it.
I don't think it would do very well for either channel.
The limits of your reach,
maybe your channel because you're like still starting off, but like
yeah.
And there's a sense of truth.
Because it'd be like getting more people who watch Groovy Antagonist to like check this out, you know?
Completely confident in your ability to get
I think you would definitely win on the round for the adventure games, because I don't think Adventure Communist is as popular as Adventure Capitalist. But like,
yeah. I also just think Adventure Capitalist is a better game.
I haven't played either game, but
I haven't like played Adventure Communist, but I've played like the playable ads for it.
And it's authentic to the process of building a game.
I know that's not exactly the best thing to go off of, but like,
something happened to me as I was building this
I get it.
I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build
there's not really many ways they can clickbait Adventure Communist.
Hard. But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt like my inability to get past the new obstacle.
Imagine you're playing the ad for Adventure Communist, it's like actual communism.
Imaginary mountains
like,
build themselves.
You actually download Adventure Communist, and it's just
like our repeated attempts to reach
it's just basic socialism.
That turns those mountains into something real.
Oh.
When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas, and that can be like working with quickset cement. You mold your ideas into a certain shape that can be played with, and in the process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set until they're immutable, like rock.
Genuinely, Bennett Foddy's voice is starting to like give me a headache.
Into pieces and starting fresh with new ideas.
Dude, I just saw you fall all the way down.
Yeah, I know. That's.
People have been predicting that games would soon be made out of prefabricated objects.
That's part of why I hate Orange Hell, because even when you get past it, you can still fall and lose everything like immediately after. No, it's my least favorite part of the whole game. My favorite part of the whole game is Ice Mountain, and that's like near the end. That's just like the.
I think the reason why I thought you liked Orange Hell is because you were talking about Ice Mountain while the stream was on Orange Hell.
Those moments pass by seconds.
So I thought when you were talking about Ice Mountain, saying that you loved it.
Yeah, Ice Mountain is like the big slope with all like the random holes in the geometry you can't see. Yeah, that's my favorite part of the game. And I'm not sure why.
Trash becomes the new medium.
Because I don't think I've heard anyone ever say anything positive about it except me.
But only trash culture.
But I think like Ice Mountain really symbolizes this game.
Be music, be philosophy.
Just completely fucking stupid. But like in a fun way.
Culture is a monstrous mountain of trash, the ash heap of creativity's fountain. A landfill with everything we ever thought of in it. Grand, infinite, and unsolved.
Alright, back at Orange Hell.
There's 3D models of breakfast, Gen X's fanfic novels, scan magazines.
I keep meaning to put a link to the public server in like stream chat, but I never do.
Facebook's got lifelike bots with unbranded adverts and candid shots of Kanye and Taylor.
I tried actually putting it in the description, but apparently I need like my ID for that.
Dashcam vids, discussions of McRibs, discarded,
I've never given you my ID once.
Unrecycled, muddled.
Yeah, it was like record a 6-second video of yourself.
I have done that.
Everything's fresh for
like show a picture of your ID or just like wait 2 months. I picked to wait 2 months because that's easiest for me because I hate how I look.
Out of sight.
not giving fucking. I know Susan doesn't
context
own
makes
YouTube
it
anymore. I'm not giving
friendly
Susan whatever her last name is my
It
fucking
lets you
face.
churn through it, but not
At least not anymore.
Why make something demanding if it just gets piled up in the landfill, filed in with the
Like, I looked ugly in like 2018. Not 2018, no.
When
In like
games were new,
2021
they
when I
wanted
was
a
first
lot
showing my
from you,
face on my channel.
daunting you,
And now I look
prompting you,
ugly.
resetting and delaying you. Players
Don't
played
look that bad.
stoically. Now everyone's turned
I
off
look
by
pretty
that.
bad.
They want to burn
What
through
the
it quickly. A quick fix for the fickle,
Okay.
some tricks for the clicks of the feckless.
Okay,
That's
that
not
made me
you,
realize that
right?
when I'm
You could
panicking, I
swallow a
sound like the
baseball
fucking
bat.
grandpa from Happy Wheels. Oh, my leg!
Now I know, most likely you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch, while some dude with 10 million views does
Kendrick
it for
Lamar,
you.
all
Like a
bosses,
baby
no
bird
damage.
being fed chewed up food. That's culture too.
I heard Kendrick Lamar and nothing else because Bennett Foddy won't shut up.
But on the off chance that you're playing this,
I said
what
Kendrick
I'm
Lamar,
saying
all
is,
bosses, no
trash is
damage.
disposable.
Oh,
But
yeah,
maybe
I
it
saw
doesn't
that.
have to be approachable. What's the feeling like? Are you stressed? I guess you don't hate it if you got this far. Feeling frustrated? It's underrated.
Because there was a playlist like Kendrick Lamar complete discography,
Juicy fruit
and
locked inside
that's
of you.
reminding me of the playlist I used
That's
when I
not
was
how I
like
feel about a
going
challenge.
through every Set It Off
But I
song
don't
that was
look at
called like Set It
bitterness.
Off
It's
complete
coffee.
discography.
It's grapefruit. It's licorice.
Swear to God, Set It Off, all bosses, no damage, and the final
It
boss is
feels
like
like
that one
approaching
guy
you.
who like
Composer and
was kicked
quietly,
out for sexual
designer
assault
and music.
allegations.
You could have refused, but you didn't. There was something in you that was hidden, that chose to continue.
Okay. Why did he stop talking? Like I know I like was just beating on him for his voice, but like why'd he stop?
He was like, alright, I hear you, fuck off, whatever. He's upset.
I'm gonna make a mod of Getting Over It that replaces all of his lines with like Nick voice clips. And like near the end when he starts getting really close to his microphone, I use like his beta voice. Okay. Dude, I miss you.
It means a lot to me that you've
Oh, there
come
he
this
is.
far, endured this much. Every wisecrack, every insensitivity, every
No!
setback you've forgiven me is a
Stop
tiny
it!
gift that you've given me.
Rocky! You're so...
We have the same taste, you and I. It's not ambition. It's ambition's opposite. An obdurate mission to taste defeat. You'll feel bad if you win.
I fucking hate Snowball BFDI. What am I doing?
Have you thought about who
Like,
you
granted, my
are?
reasons for hating Snowball
Are you
BFDI
young,
aren't good, but
Diogenes?
I hate Snowball
Are you his
BFDI.
hand? Are you the top of his hammer? I think not. Where your hand moves, the hammer may not follow, nor the man, nor the man's hand. In this you're his will, his intent, the embodied resolve in
The
his
Pope
uphill
just
ascent.
reacted to inanimate insanity.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No.
Oh my god.
I
Sorry,
cannot
just found
believe...
out the real reason why inanimate insanity is trending. They can't get a break. Please.
What happened?
I don't know, but the second tweet that I saw is these allegations of misconduct with Justin Chapman from Inanimate Insanity.
Dude.
I will be compiling and explaining it. Dude.
No.
They keep kicking... Like, dude, I swear to God, it started off with the 4 guys, and they're just kicking off, like, the best one after the best one, dude.
In the factory.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm being so honest. Taylor was my favorite out of the 4.
In the lakeside.
Grodin.
Very first time you said that publicly.
There's no way left to go but up. And in a moment, I'll shut up. But let me say...
Alright.
I mean, maybe not the first time you said it publicly, but, like, this is the very first time you said it this public.
Whatever.
It's, I mean...
These people let Donald Trump be president. They're fine with me saying Taylor Grodin is
yeah,
my favorite of
we
the
are
4.
living in Trump's America, so yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Hello?
Also, they're reworking season 1.
What? No.
They're remastering season 1.
I don't know how I feel about that, actually. I don't know how I feel about that.
No.
They're probably gonna do it season 2 art style.
I dedicate this game to
Or
you,
late season
the
2,
one
you know?
who came this far.
I'm
I
praying.
give it to you with all.
I mean, I don't want season 1 to be remastered at all, because I feel like they're gonna find a way to make it worse, but...
Honestly, I would appreciate it.
Hmm.
Because season
Alright.
1 was like a chore to get through. I genuinely hate season 1 of Inanimate Insanity
Season
so
1
much.
is the best season of Inanimate Insanity.
I think you're dumb and stupid and gay. Okay, no, wait, I shouldn't
Says
say that on
you.
YouTube. For the record, I
No,
am a part of
we're
the
stopping
community.
stream now. That's it.
And
Everyone, say goodbye.
please, wait, no.
Everyone, thanks for watching. You've been a great audience.